everyone, and welcome back to Wildcard Wednesday, September 23rd, 2009. On this episode, we're going to create a Halloween ghosty card using a transparency card, and I'm going to first show you how I created this card. I simply took a cellophane bag from a pack of 25 that I found at the dollar store. They're used for card storage and things like that. And what I did is use the bottom of the bag for my center fold of the card. And then I cut off the dimensions of 4 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/2 inches long, where I trimmed off a little bit of the top and the bottom to create an open card. The other supplies I used were a piece of basic black cut 3 by 3 1/4 inches, a piece of tangerine tango cut 3 3/4 inch square, a piece of last season's Halloween designer paper cut 7 inches by 3 1/2, then folded in half to create a 3 1/2 inch square card, and then we'll cut out a scallop circle from this tangerine tango piece of cardstock. We're also going to be using white opaque StazOn ink for this project, and one unique thing about the white StazOn ink, it comes with its own refillable ink pad, because the white StazOn ink tends to dry out a little more often than the other ones do. So I think it's a good idea, just as you begin each project, to re-ink the stamp pad with a few drops of the ink. So I'm just going to set this aside for a second, and I want to show you the stamp set we're going to be using. It's called the Little Boo stamp. It's a single stamp, and it's on the second last page of the catalog, and it's one of the affordable under $12 stamp sets. So we're going to place the transparent card inside of this green piece of cardstock so we can see where we're stamping, and we'll take our Little Boo stamp set. I think it's so cute, and we're just going to stamp randomly the little ghosts all over the front of the card. I really love the effect that this gives our card, particularly because we're using a little ghost stamp to add the element of a see-through card. Just really makes it cute. So just go ahead and stamp the little ghosts all over the front of the card. So we're going to need to set this aside to thoroughly dry because we don't want to smudge it. So we're going to take that piece of tangerine tango and the circle scallop punch and just punch out a scallop circle. We're now going to take our white Signo gel pen and just draw little circles along each scallop. So just put actually little white dots all the way around the scallop circle. So next we're going to take the little blue stamp, and we're going to use our white StazOn ink again and just stamp the image onto a piece of basic black cardstock. I then wanted to make the white pop a bit, so I just took some white embossing powder and embossed our little ghost. I then took the 1 1/4 inch circle punch and punched the image out. I'm now going to simply mount the image on top of the orange scallop circle, and I'm going to use a stamping dimensional so the image is raised a bit. So now it's time to assemble our card. So our transparency card is all dry, and now we're going to take our printed paper and fold it in half and use the bone folder to really get a nice even fold. The one thing about working with transparencies is hiding the adhesive so that it can't be seen. And then we're going to take some adhesive and just put it in the center of the card. Now, making sure that our fold line in the center of the card are aligned really well, we'll place our little mini card right in the center, leaving an equal border at the top and at the bottom. At the back of the card, we'll simply just add some adhesive close to the edges there, because there will be a piece of Tangerine Tango cardstock covering up all of these adhesive marks. So we'll just go ahead and glue that piece down right now, making sure that we line up the folded edge of the transparent card with the edge of the orange cardstock. And when you flip it over, you'll see that it leaves a tiny bit of a mat around the little mini card on the inside. So now I'll take the little black piece of cardstock that was measured 3 by 3 1/4 inches and mount it on the inside to serve as the place to write a message. And in this particular card, you could go ahead and use your white Signo gel pen to write your message. So first I'm going to round all of the corners and then just take my snail adhesive and adhere that to the center of the card. One little added step that I did, I took a piece of orange ribbon with a little black polka dot in it, and I placed it between the flap of the orange cardstock on the back and the little mini printed card. I just slipped it in there and added some adhesive and then pushed that flap down really well. And the last remaining step was to place our little scallop circle ghost embellishment and add some adhesive right into the center of the transparent card on the outside and just glue that straight on the card front. So here's our finished card. It says Boo, and it's got a writing mat on the center, and it's transparent, giving the element of ghost-like. Also for me, Little Boo is what I call all of my grandsons, and so I'm going to make a couple more of these. So this is going to be my Halloween greeting card to them for this year. So I hope you give this a try. Working with transparencies is not that difficult, and it's kind of fun to see what you can come up with. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.